Welcome to the show, Paranormal Parley, chat to make you glow. Talking food and sometimes rude, however the live stream rolls. Amazing mods with lightning rods to keep out all the trolls.
Hey guys! Oh, music. Oh, I always forget the music. Can't forget the music. Carry the one. Turn it up a touch. Right, okay. I'm trying not to cough through this live. I'll start from later. Time is it? 2 o'clock. Start from me. John Boy's head hurts. Then you got yourself to blame for that. Again. You still go try to go live with it. Like, oh, hey. Caroline, the lovely Caroline, how you doing, darling? Trying to think, what time will it be for you? Got 11 at night. Sherry Ann, I'm doing all right today, but I've had 2 awful bloody days. Just been in bed all the time, or most of it. Oh, I think it's the change in the weather. I'm going to blame the change in the weather. Hope everybody else is lovely. You went to the pub yesterday. Well, then you can have a headache, ain't you? Ain't you? I've had my pot noodle. John Boy has to go on better. I'd be there. I've got Spanish chicken for tonight. I actually made the effort to put something in the crock pot. It's always easy when I'm live all afternoon because I don't feel like cooking after the live. So just a case. It's got everything in it. It's got potatoes and everything in it. So it's just a case of dish it out when I'm ready. What's it? Pinky in the house. Poor Raven trying to guide me last night. Jeez, I think she gave up on you, sweetie. Yeah. She won't have any problems with Crow next time compared to that. At least he behaves himself. Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom. Andy, I caught your... I was lurking in your... Did you call them? Premieres the other day. Great job. Well done. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Sam Hain's got a live, is it tomorrow? Anniversary live or something? I really should have checked that before I went online. Pam will be in and out. No problem, Pam. Good to have you here. And my voice is a bit all over. It's breaking. What's wrong with it? What is wrong with it? Spanish chicken sounds good. Yeah, it's actually a chicken tonight sauce. But they're actually pretty good sauces. I always add to them. I never just rely on the sauce itself. But it's good just to get that chunk of flavour into the casserole. Yeah, I do. That would be different. Yeah. What time is it? I've got 8 o'clock in my head, but just confirm me with me what time it is, sweetie. I'll make sure. I'll get a linky poo put up for you. Spanish children will get rid of you. No, they won't. Absolutely won't. Enjoyed. I was good. Do you know? I almost thought about doing a live on the phone on Sunday, but yeah, I just felt too rough. And our weather's so up and down. If we get a decent day and I'm feeling okay, I just want to try and go somewhere different, but that means going further, which is difficult for me. 8 p.m. Try and take a time when no one else is on. Just go for it. Honestly, normally on a Wednesday, if anybody goes live, I'm thinking if nobody else is on, I'll do another one later, like I did last week. I went about 10 o'clock last week, but I mean, I won't get in anybody's way. If there's people live, I won't tread on them if I can absolutely help it, unless I know that there's a completely different audience for it. Ding, ding, ding. Look at me. Look at me. That's awesome. Hold on, I've lost StreamYard. There we go. You should walk around the castle. I have done a vlog where I walked around the castle, but it was rainy because it's so expensive to go inside. And last time I did it, I can't remember where they are actually. They might just be on Patreon, or I don't even know if I've ever uploaded them. I mean, I can put them into members, but it was cold, it was rainy. Bestie had free tickets. I can't remember how she got them, but they had free tickets. But it's over £20 to go in the castle. So I don't know if you can get onto the pastures now. I might have a look actually. I mean, I can get into the main bit of the gardens, not the actual gardens themselves, because I ain't paying for those either. I can take you up to the tree house though. It's just that's a long walk for me. But I'll think about it if I'm feeling energetic enough. Maybe stop for a coffee on the way. It would be nice to do somewhere different. It's trouble with not having a car. There's about 100 places I could go if I had a car. Wednesday, I did a sudden impromptu live, 10 p.m. our time Wednesday. It was literally, I was awake and I was bored and I just hit the live button. So it wasn't a planned one, Caroline. But we did all right. I mean, Phil was on with me. I mean, he's back to work this week, so I'm just trying to find a space for a third live. It might just be a floating live, but to try and get a bit more of the US audience, because I've given up on the 2 a.m. one, because I'm not well enough. I need to find these afternoon lives always do best anyway. But yeah, I want to try and find a late night live, but it might be a case of, so don't worry. None of my mods need to worry if I do that. Because like I say, last week it was literally Booyah Live. I'm thinking of doing it tomorrow, but I'm actually waiting because Seg mentioned in his video last night going live in a couple of days in his premiere. So I'll wait and see if he's doing a Wednesday night one before I do anything. By the way, if you didn't catch, yes, darling, Thursday morning for you. If you didn't catch Seg's premiere last night, I'm going to do a video on it next week. I rewatched it this morning because I was modding, so I had one eye on the screen and one eye on the chat. It was excellent. It was exactly how you do an investigation. All right, it was a big collaboration because he was with Joe and Dawn, he was with Jason Hawes, he was at Harriman Hospital. So yes, there's big ingredients there. But just the way it was done, you know, how you can actually do a video talking to walls and still make it extremely watchable. It was a superb video. So if you haven't watched Seg's premiere, I do highly recommend it. It's very good. Might have a walk after this. It's sunny. I could do one after the live actually, but I just know I just won't have the energy after the live. Go Sweena! How are we doing? How are you? Ghost Wiener was actually first in the chat, by the way, when I put this live up. It's just that the chat got obliterated by YouTube. So let's give props for Ghost Wiener being first. Always come into your lives as often as I can. Yeah, I mean, if I do a Booyah live, guys, yeah, don't stress about it. It was literally, we had a great time. We actually stayed on longer than I'd planned because Phil was still off work at that point and he turned up and it was nice. I miss Phil being on the lives, but his work and his health just, I'm not nagging at all. But he knows he can ask if he wants to come on, if he's available. So yeah, it was fun, you know. Phil joined in about half an hour to an hour in. So we actually stayed live a bit longer than I was initially planning. It's more than 20, I think. I would pay if I got a selfie with the Harry Potter. Yeah, it is. But I mean, entrance fees up here are generally expensive. I think the castle and the gardens have this thing where you can get a ticket that covers both and you can do it for 2 days. It's still expensive though. And if you're going in with a family, you know, I mean, even the family tickets is like still expensive. So I mean, love you guys dearly, but I resent paying that to go in and film it. If I can get another freebie, then that's what I'll do. Only 10 minutes late. Hey Terry, how you doing? Peachy, where is she? Peachy, I need to go through all the pictures because just see if there's anybody that we're missing. Did think of one or two, but I need to check. Put them all into a folder. Hope you like a little penguin on my shoulder, on my hat, sorry. Peachy penguins on my hat now. Sky, you treasure. I saw the earlier ones as well, darling. You are a delight, an absolute delight. So you passed your inspection, that's awesome. Do you have to stand by your bed when they do that? I'd be so nervous. How's that go? He's got another one. He's got another one standing. Never learns, as Spanish said to him. Just never learns. Although he didn't go live this time. It was. Thing is, when you're modding for him, you're nervous, you're thinking, don't fall asleep. Because I need Chris to turn the chat off, because I don't know how he did it. Because Was it? I'm trying to think. Oh no, I can't remember if it was John Boys or I think it was Ravens that we had the trolley. I had a long lay in bath and pizza, just need my walk, never drinking again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. This guy's boinging. That's what they all say, never again. Never again till the next time. Never say never. We'll all just haunt you. You said. There you go, bottom of the chat. It's on the community. It's on the little settings button under the community moderation. I'll check that out, Chris, because it would be handy to know that because you never know, do you? I did look and I couldn't see it. It's under the community. I looked at the top. I would check that. Thank you for that, Chris. Yeah, Spange and I were thrilled he could do it. Hey, Mariah, you going live, Mariah? Today? So no. They're on the phone, not sure about. Oh, okay. That's worth knowing. I'll find it on the PC. Yeah, I mean, I had it on the phone, but I was listening. That's why I kept mentioning the it's like bloody ASMR listening to the traffic goes past his flat. All I could hear was the occasional car whoosh by. I nearly fell asleep listening to it. But yeah, Chris saved the day because that live did run for 12 hours. Sunday night, sweetie. Hey, Debbie. You were out for once. I can't remember the last. I don't think I've been out this year. Not at night. Although I'd rather go out during the day. I wouldn't worry about a premiere, Pinky. Because I mean, you're going to be there. Premiere's not so bad, unless you're nervous about moderating, and then maybe nab a mod that is used to doing it. Because 99.9% of the time, somebody's in the content creator is in the chat when you've got a premiere. I've only seen it happen twice where they haven't. I won't name one of them. Well, I think it's done it more than once. They just let the premiere run and they don't turn up, which I don't think's when you're doing it on purpose. But the other one, I will name and shame, is Crow. He slept through one of his. That's not like him though. He's usually there. I had to focus on specialists and clean for inspection and get over myself, which is why I've been MIA. I've been busy, semi-comatose. Yeah, I know that feeling. Busy and semi-comatose at the same time. Sucks. It was, I got up at, what time did I get up this morning? About 7 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I went back to bed for an hour because I was just, couldn't stay awake. Gave up and went to bed. So did John Boy, Terry. So did John Boy. Debbie's a lurky turkey. That's fine, Debbie. No problem, sweetie. Yeah, it is not. It is nice to have Sky back. She's always a miss. There's always a sky-shaped hole in the chat when she's not here. Yes, I have, Pinky. If you're going to set a premiere, set it for when you're there because you can talk to your chat. You know, people expect the content creator to be there. I mean, accidents happen, like when, Crow slept through his, but I say, I'm not going to name and shame, but there is another content creator that's regularly not in the premieres. Look, am I getting ready for the day? What time is it? Oh, it's early morning for you, isn't it? I feel like it's early morning for me. Actually, how's my poll doing? Hang on. Onto YouTube. Yeah. I mean, I have been in bed the last couple of days anyway, but I suddenly thought this needs to be A4. But I thought, well, I'll put a poll out there, see what people say. So it means I need to find a new online reader. I just think it looks more magazine-y. I used to do the fanzines in A5, and they are nice for little booklets. But if I do it A4, if people want to download it, it's easier to print and put together. It feels more magazine-y if you buy a hard copy from Amazon, and it shouldn't affect reading it online. It just I just need to find a reader that likes A4, because one I was using doesn't. So I leave that up for a little bit. See how we go. Oh, I'm too hot now. I've got the fan on. I thought I'd got the heater on. Warm. It's warm. Anybody in the chat, by the way, this is for the yearbook, and I'll keep saying this, but anybody in the chat who wants to contribute artwork or anything for the yearbook, because I want it to be a full community thing, let me know. I'll probably approach one or two peeps. I think it's a bad thing to do, in my opinion. Makes people feel like they're creative. Yeah, it does to me. And it doesn't matter whether your premiere's got one person in the chat or, I mean, what did it say come in last night? I think you had 300 in. Well, it might have been more. Which is why I had to rewatch this morning to watch it properly. It doesn't matter how many people you've got in your chat. Just be there. It's kind of, it's a different experience, I think, than somebody being on screen like I am now. And yes, I can read chat out, but I don't know. There's something about content creator being in chat when there's a premiere. I'd actually never seen it before. I've never seen it before done on purpose. Carol declared me sane. She sent me specially big girl pants. She's an online psychoanalyst, brain surgeon. She's a dark horse, that Carol. Oh, we know. Oh, you went out to the pictures. I'll still say pictures, because I'm old. What was it like? Are you looking for anything? If you've got something, actually, just let me change banner, because I think I've got, there we go, contact details underneath. My fantastic publishing email, Gmail account, I do use, I just tend to forget to use it. So please give me a day or two to check about that. But it can be, it can literally be artwork that you've done, pencil, painting, whatever. So long as it's not AI, it can be digital if you've, say, done it on an iPad or something. And it could be something you've crafted. Carla's not in chat at the moment, but she's done some amazing crochet work, for example. So let's just have a little gallery. If you're in the UK, We might do the Vision On gallery that we had as kids. Because the whole point of the yearbook is that, you know, it's for the entire year for the community. I'd also like to see, I mean, I won't be able to, the magazine will be out, but I can always put it in the yearbook if anybody dresses up for Halloween and wants to send pictures in. We can collect those in the Discord, or you can message those to me. I think my email, my Instagram. I'm quickest on Instagram. Not always 100% quick, but I am quickest on Instagram. But I do also have Facebook Messenger. A bit slower on that. And my email's there as well. I had over 40 on my live walk. Most of had. I have found, John Boy, when I see people do that portrait format, going live that way, they often get a lot more people in. I've seen people who sometimes only have 6 or 7 people in their lives have like 40, 50, 60 on their lives if they're going on that format. I think it's the way, it must be the way it automatically pops up on people's feeds. I've got an inspection in the week. If they turn up, they haven't bothered the last. Oh, that must be really annoying because you'll be getting ready for it. I enjoyed the beachside walk. I've got to try and get myself a car next year. You guys can see my beautiful county. Your blitz yours, Cara. I can feel it in my water. Sky can feel it in the water. You'll be fine, Caroline. Nanio has said so. Oh. They notify me of an inspection and then I don't hear them until 6 months later. Ugh. Yeah, I think it's a bit like, you know how shorts hit a much wider audience. They don't necessarily rely on the algorithm. So, for example, I don't know what you're on the algorithm as, but say if you're on the algorithm as a gamer, it's not just going to hit the gamers, it's going to hit, or if you're on as a paranormal or debunking or whatever, it'll hit a wider audience. I mean, I put a short out last Sunday, last Sunday, about the ITC channels, and it almost within a day it had over 1,000 views. That never happens to me with shorts. It's because people are doing what I do on Facebook. They just flick through the reels. So you're welcome to use anything I've posted in Discord. I will. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go through the Discord. What I might have to do is get people, because sometimes if you post it onto Discord, it's going to affect the quality, because Discord will squish it down to internet format. So I may ask people to email. If I can manage to get Stark to keep his count captured game for, I'll get awesome. Debbie, you always say that, but I'm not asking any, and I don't agree with you, but I'm not asking anybody to share anything they don't want to. I'm not going to try and bully people into doing it. However, Debbie, you and I do need to talk about the toy thing, the animation, you know what I mean. You've already done some sort of doll stuff for me and Crow and Seg and everybody. We'll talk about that. We can get a whole set put in for the yearbook. Also, might want 1 or 2 for what Phil and I are doing for the Christmas live that we're planning. It won't be at Christmas. It'll be early or mid December, depending on when Phil's available. Because it's a bit more than the usual live. My shorts are blitzing the full videos. YouTube put me into the fantasy cat. Pinky, that's not a bad category to be in. The problem that us paranormal channels have is there is no paranormal category. You're automatically put into entertainment. Thanks, fakers. And in terms of the algorithm, it kind of sees you as debunking community. It's not. I am 100% a believer in that. First and foremost, and it was for me for years. First and foremost, your artwork should be for you. Going for my walk and going, oh, right, certainly I'm supposed to wait around on John Boy's live for 12 hours while he sleeps. I'm kidding. Have a great walk, John Boy. No. To be honest, no. You might get one or two. If you had a short that really blew up, but they go to a different audience, you know, I don't tend to look at the YouTube ones, but I am a sucker for just wasting my time on Facebook Reels and just going through them bit by bit. I can spend ages doing that and suddenly think, oh, Mars, I've got work to do. So they might see, but they might not. They might watch, or you might get it as a view, but they might not necessarily be into the actual subject. Some will. I'm not discouraging you for putting shorts up, even if you just got one or two from a short. It all helps. And I also believe that it would be nice to start getting, for example, from my point of view, the paranormal from a wider audience. I mean, my art channel, which I need to put some stuff on, is probably stuck in the debunking because it's you know, people who also look at this one for the most part that are on there. I need to try and get that out to a wider audience as well. I love the people that are on there, don't get me wrong. But happy wandering, John Boy. Debbie, do not worry about it, darling. Honestly. How do you people know when saying shorts? Are you meaning the shorts? Or they mean YouTube shorts, Serena? What happens with you and your clothing shorts is between you and your conscience. It is the Facebook Reels that are getting people to the full videos. I know, Pinky. I actually, I'm actually thinking of starting to put some Facebook Reels up myself. I did, I think I put the ITC one on Facebook. I don't tend to do Facebook Reels, and I should. I might actually try that myself. Brain isn't working now. My brain never does, sweetie. You're lucky if it works at all. As far as I'm concerned. Facebook Reels are addictive. It's annoying. They get. There's more and more are doing that. No, we 5 different things about this, and they only cover 4. My Reels on Facebook are able to be monetized now. I'm Passion for Dragons page. Yeah. I really should start thinking about that for Facebook. That page has 5,300 followers now. That is awesome. That's incredible. I mean, we're celebrating because Crow, which is awesome, is about to hit 500. That's an amazing amount of followers. That's because it's such a popular topic. Sorry, Sarah. Coffee and deluxe salted caramel brownie Tim Tam time. Aww. I am holding little Peachy Penguin and he's frowning at you. Naughty, naughty Sandra. Actually, I think got some Tim Tams around somewhere. They're not salted caramel brownie though. They're just milk chocolate. So you might want to watermark any reels to discourage fake accounts saying they are you. It's a good point actually. This is true. Actually, I should reel some of my just thought, because I do the thing on my art channel where I actually do myself drawing and then speed it up. I might do some reels of that. Put them on the Facebook. I watched a reel of someone doing a Tim Tam slam using Tim Tam as a straw. We used to do that with Twixers. Twix is good for a straw and a cup of tea. How's that any time of Christmas? Actually, I have looked for the salted caramel ones, and I think I saw one pack on Amazon, and they were like 20 quid. Very mean of them. It's defo a Tim Tam song. Trying to think, I suppose you could do it Tim Tams. Twixers are the right shape, though. I'm not continuing this. That's going to go the wrong way. It took 3 years to get that many that I share and promote a lot of other people in the dragon community. Yeah, it always helps if you've got a community. We know that. It looked lovely. Twizzlers. Yeah, see, Twizzlers and Coke for a straw. They work. I love my Tim Tams. I think it's because, if I remember rightly, because that was what Sandra sent me, but I think they're a special edition. It's not worth me getting the Tim Tams off Amazon because even the regular ones are more money than like I pay in the supermarket. Fortunately, I can get the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate in the supermarket. But actually, Amazon's not that great for stuff like that because I was looking for stuff for. I'm sending stuff to Raven and she's missing the UK chocolate, and I've just ended up getting it from the supermarket because it's just more expensive on Amazon. Oh, you don't have to, Sandra, but oh. Peachy Penguin is no longer grimacing at you. Sandra, are you the genie? I've done it with Twixers, but I can't imagine sucking through a penguin as such. Cover your ears, Peachy. Sorry, unexpected cough then. Yeah, I've done it with Twixers. Cup of tea sucked through a Twix is gorgeous. But no, I haven't tried sucking through a penguin either. I've tried the Cadbury Sticky Toffee chocolate block. I think it's Cadbury. It wasn't Sticky Toffee because I don't like Sticky Toffee. I think it was a brownie, sticky chocolate brownie one. Definitely use Twix as a straw, but not for a while. I know what I'm going to the shop now. Everybody's going to be buying Twixers. Twix sales will go up so people can use them as straws. I actually had a cup of tea after lunch. The first cup of tea I've had in weeks. Just fancied a cup of tea. I grant you 3 wishes. Look, Miss Mayhem. Getting ready for work? Oh my goodness. No. I've tried the penguin and milk. Cadbury ladies' fingers. Did that work? Now, let's see if we can work out which chocolate bars you can actually use as a straw. Oh, actually, what are those Nutella ones in the And like the crisp, like little tubes. Sandra, no, sounds delicious. I won't be. I've got to stop eating crap. My cholesterol is low enough when I see my cardiologist in December. I am actually eating way too much sweet stuff. I knew I'd have to replenish some of the stash I've got for Raven. Terrible. So I mean, was it hard to do? I think I may try it. So, what did you get your chat to do today? Try and Mars Bar Milky Way. Let's get soggy. I tell you it was. I'd bitten off the corners, but it wasn't easy. Oh, points for effort, though. Points for effort. The crisp ones work with cold milk, but oh yeah, they would fall apart in tea, wouldn't they? Oh, I need them to be in tea. Peppermint crisp bar. I don't know peppermint crisp bar. I swear I put on half a kilo each time with Sarah. I just sit in nibbling. I was doing so well for a while as well. So well. Are these all Sky? Sky, you've gifted 5 memberships. You absolute treasure if you're still here. Twirls. They may make a good straw. They might actually, especially with milk. They'd be good with milk. It'll get a bit messy in tea. Oh no, sorry guys. I've got to sort my diet out. Lose some weight. Sandra, number 1, $10 billion. Number 2 is Spunky Young Fireman. Number 3, another 3 wishes. £1 million would do for me. I'll have another 3 wishes. I don't know. Private jet with a doctor to knock me out unconscious for the entire flight. That would be awesome. Piggy did the Tim Tam Slam with coffee. Ooh. They sell the flavoured straw cookies here. Oh, that sounds good. I thought at least one of the wishes would have been your private jet. Well, she's got another 3 wishes, though. She's all good. I want a private jet, but it's got to have somebody on board that can give me general anaesthetic, so just knock me out for the flight. Wake me up when we get there. All this food talk again, and I'm trying to be good. I know. Me too. No, it's not working. 2nd week of cutting out bread. 3rd day with no Coke Zero and not had sweet treats until I go and buy a pack of Twixes. It's for science. It's for science. This community is all about science. Such a second lot of wishes. You're going to be busy with Caroline. Don't forget the rest of us wanting wishes. I want cookie straws. I want cookie straws. Make a fortune. So if you don't eat the stock. Oh, I wonder if my chocolate lady's on the market tomorrow, on Thursday. Makes her own chocolate. She does chili chocolate. Dark chili chocolate. It's awesome. And dark ginger. I may have to have a look at that. Agree. I had a Tim Tam once a long time ago. I was in New Zealand that introduced me. If I had a wish, it would be bring us all together for one day. How good would that be? It would be awesome. It would be awesome if we could just meet up. We keep talking about it would be great if you sort of had sort of cruise or something. Bunking cruise. A lot of the people I know, either in Oz or US, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Cheap airlines, yes, they're cheap. They're cheap for a reason. I'm already stressing about the American trip if I manage it. You're thinking, what am I doing? Getting on a plane for 10 hours. I made another payment on your jet this week, Caroline. Sandra, that's partly why I want 10 billion. Yeah, well, better to have more and not need it than less and suddenly find that, you haven't quite got enough. Inflation and everything. You don't know how much private jets jets. Well, they cost more than $1 million. Then you'd need someone to fly it. Then you'd need somebody to administer me the knockout potion. And no alcohol doesn't work with me. Neither do sleeping tablets. Wesley in the chat. How are we doing, darling? APRF got a premiere on Sunday. I got that right? I'll push it on Saturday. And I'll put notifications out. But yeah, 12 months with Sky, you treasure. It's amazing seeing 12-month memberships. That's incredible. It's quite humbling, to be honest. Thank you, Sky. You have always been such an amazing supporter, and I love you loads. You know that, don't you? Caroline, if I wish you 10 billion, you can play for our plane tickets to a private island. Yes! Yeah, no riffraff. We can monitor who's allowed in. Invite only. I don't care if people call us toxic for that. If I won a ton of money, I would be on a plane to Australia, then the UK and Ireland and the USA. I would love to go to Oz and New Zealand. I really would. But I just don't see it ever happening because of the flight. What I would have to do is I would have to have the 10 billion, please, and make my way down there slowly. Probably cruise it. Sorbo. Oh, why do I know that name? Sorbo's edible drinking straws or Fruit Loop straws. That all sounds familiar. I'm wondering if crows hit that on a live. Sarah Sandra can do that. She knows. There you go. Absolutely, Sandra. That's why I want so much money. APRF West, how goes the waffling? West's World of Waffles and up and running yet? Yeah, premiere Sunday. Debbie, thank you so much. 11 months. You are awesome. Qantas are introducing a non-stop 24-hour flight to Sydney. I think there already are one or two airlines that do it one go. I don't know if I can sit on a plane for 24 hours. The longest flight I've ever done is 10. And that, even without being frightened of flying, that was just like, oh my God. Um, but then there is a theory that it's better to just be on one plane than have to be on two. And I did refuse to get on, only ever once refused to get on a plane. And it was actually just Ireland. I'd flown to Ireland, to Dublin. I had a small flight to Galway, and I couldn't get on the flight to Galway. But I knew that there was a bus that I could use. It was 4 hours instead of 30-minute flight. Because the smaller the plane, the worse I am, and I knew it would be a tiny little bloody plane to go to Galway. Buy yourself a private yacht and sail the seven seas. I'd have to drive it. But that is what I would do. Seriously, that is what I would do. I would probably find a way of going land and sea down to Australia and New Zealand. That would be the way I would get there. But you're talking about months and a lot of money. 24-hour flight means 24 hours away. Yeah, it would for me. I don't think I have ever in my life, even when I wasn't frightened of flying, slept on a plane. It's because I can't sleep sitting up. There was Debbie, you treasure. Thank you so much for the gift of membership. Thank you. There was talk at one point, which I think has just been ditched. It sounds terrifying, but it is actually the only way I would do it. Where they were actually going to try and design a plane that literally went straight up into the stratosphere, and then all it has to really do is come straight back down to Australia. So you're there in no time whatsoever. But yeah, probably cost $1 million just to ride it. The only one at the moment is non-stop to Perth. Oh yeah, it's 5 hours to Sydney, isn't it? Yeah. Peach, my darling, you'll understand. Blaming my back. Oh, Sky, sweetie. I can't. I've even tried sleeping tablets, and they made me feel really weird. I couldn't sleep. I think that was the Dallas flight. Actually, that was the one that was 10 hours. And they didn't work. They just made me feel weird, and I don't mean in a good way. Yeah, I'm with Pam. 24 hours sedated. Oh, hernia. Oh no. Have you tried hypnotherapy? I have considered it. Nothing to lose, right? Because I do know why I'm frightened. I never used to be frightened of flying. You know, when I was younger, I know the exact thing. Unfortunately, somebody said, well, try and figure out why you were suddenly frightened of flying. Because I remember got on a plane to Dublin and was terrified. And I actually thought, I'm not frightened of flying. This is ridiculous. And then never go back to what causes a fear, because it makes it worse. Honestly, guys, it makes it worse. And I've told this story before, but about 2 months before we got on that Dublin flight, I'd crashed in a hot air balloon. And I know a few people who are frightened of flying, nothing to do with flying. I know one person who got caught in the 2004 tsunami in a very bad way. She lost her father. And she was frightened of flying after that. And I also know somebody who ran into trouble on a diving expedition, and she was frightened of flying after that. So the people I know who are as terrified of me of flying, it's nothing to do with being on a bad flight. I don't think I'd ever had bad flights until after I was frightened. I might try hypnotherapy. Why not? I spent several hours asleep on a plane once, which is how I lost my job as a pilot. Captain Bluebeard can't talk right now. He's sleeping. Oh no, Sky, are you getting that sort? Oh, you've seen the surgeon. Good. Get it sorted, sweetie. That's painful. Is hypnotherapy the one where the guy swings ball in front of your face and tells you that you're sleepy? Yeah, basically. I can't actually afford a hypnotherapist. I don't even know if there's probably none around here, to be honest. But you can do it online, and you can get probably get them on YouTube where you sort of fall asleep to basically being talked to about it. I've got 2 years, so let's see what happens. At least they know if you're losing a lot. Keep them informed. Yeah. Sponge. John Boy was in earlier. He's got a headache. Apparently, the only difference between yesterday and Sunday is that it didn't go live. But Chris has told me how to turn chat off, so when I've tried it myself, I'll let you know. That's a useful tool to know. Actually, I'll let my mods know as well. I have a friend who's afraid of flying, and she's just been to Europe. She's afraid of flying because she's on a small plane that crashed when we were young. Yeah. Yeah, I was in a hot air balloon crash. And I'm not frightened of I'm not frightened of crashing any more than anybody else is. It's the experience, it's being up there, and I can link it all to what I'm frightened most of on planes. Back in a minute, gotta go see his injection. All right, sweetie. Hope he's doing okay. John Boy is your lawyer. Good luck with that. How to have a lawyer that annoys the judge. Oh dear. Keep them informed, Sky. Make sure they help you when they're supposed to help you. That's a scary thought, isn't it? John Boy representing you in court. I need to go and eat, Your Honour. Brings his bloody chicken and dumplings into the courtroom with him. Dear me. What can you do? I know what I need to do. I need to refresh my coffee. Do that in a minute. Sorry, my dog is insisting we still play. 2 hours isn't long enough, apparently. Blanket those back. Oh, you open that door. You're going to be playing all day, Sponge. John Boy can distract the judge by cooking for them. That would mean they'd have to share. They'd have to have a microwave in the bloody courtroom. Never knew about Aladino. My tummy skin will suddenly burn or sting. And the heel of a hand cramp so bad. Can't use it until it's rested. It's all radiated. Yeah, it is. It's amazing how everything's connected. And I'm not saying that to be flippant. My hand is knackered because of nerves damage in my neck. And it was the physio that worked out it was a nerve in the neck because it basically affected my shoulder, went all down my arm, and then knackered my hand. I still have problems with my hand not working properly. But that thing with the heel of the hand, I've got a little bit now because I can always feel my hand, always at the very least, it feels like it's got pins and needles, but it's not ticklish. That heel of the hand thing is really painful. I'm sorry you're going through that, Sky. You'll get distracted enough to find a freezer to rummage through. I'm gonna go and put my head in the freezer. That conjures up all sorts of imagery. Hang on, I'm just gonna go on mute while I cough. It's better. Sky, I'm glad you finally got to see the right people. Yeah, me too, Sky. You need to get yourself sorted. Make them look after you. You deserve it. And I'm a big hypocrite for saying that because I still haven't contacted my doctor or surgery. I need to renew my inhalers. They're probably going to say, oh, we're not doing it anymore because you haven't renewed them in time. Really? Because COPD is permanent. Give me inhalers. I suck at looking after myself. Too forgetful. I might have, if this sun stays out, I might have a little walk through and do just a little bit of a vlog this afternoon. Sarah, did you say surgeon? No, doctor. No, I don't need a surgeon. Bloody hell, well, hope not anyway. I'm going to try and go a year without being in hospital. I have allodynia and all part and parcel of my fibromyalgia. Oh, fibromyalgia is painful. I don't have it, but I know people who do, and I have an appointment for this Friday. All the talk about needing to go. I'm appalling. It's like our government thinks that autism and ADHD just goes away after 5 years. Autism is permanent. My oldest nephew is, he's 30 now, but my oldest nephew has cerebral palsy. That's incurable. Nothing you can do about it. And he's also autistic. He's on the autistic spectrum. And yet he still has to fill in the forms every 2 years for his disability. It's like, why? This is not a condition that's going away. It's ridiculous. Feel blessed for having my health. Yeah, yes, I took mine for granted, to be honest. That being ill all last year and then ended up in hospital with that awful COPD taking charge in last December. Yeah. Make the most of it. I have to drink 3 litres of water every 15 minutes. Got used to tap. I always drink tap water. Nausea because my gut gets better without coffee, chocolate, sodas, and cookie meals. Trouble is when you're drinking that much water, is that can make you feel it. That can make you feel it. Fibro sucks. Have that amongst other stuff. Yeah, fibro's painful apparently. It's like the doctor's waiting room in here. What are you in for? 5 to 10. Live. Actually, our doctors You don't talk to anybody. There's a little thing on the wall that you put your birth date in and your first initial, and it's just to tell them you're here. And then your appointment comes up on the screen. Whoever you're seeing, whether it's the nurse or the doctor, comes out and gets you. You don't talk to a receptionist unless you absolutely have to. New Zealand government is stupid sometimes. Yeah, it's I don't know if it's the same with autism here, but I do know that you do have to keep being reassessed, even if you have something permanent. I mean, COPD is permanent. Can't fix lung damage. Alex, I'm pleased you've come in, Alexis. I did put a thank you on Buy Me a Coffee, but it's still not giving me notifications on my email, so I've actually given up on those. I've just got the site open. Thank you so much for $25 last live. I felt so bad that I'd not noticed it while I was live. You are a treasure. Thank you so much. Pam, I got your video link. I'm going to try that. I think I can make the taste more meaty too. Meaty. We like meaty. Okay, I'm back. Meaty's back. Sponge, I was scared to say it to the doctor because I was imagining things. Yeah, you got to say it. You know, let the doctor decide what's going on. On the rare occasions I've been to the doctor, actually, the last couple of times I've been, they've actually been very good about saying, well, you know your own body, you know? If you're telling me this is what's happening, Crow needs it. What's Crow need? I could give you a list. I really do appreciate that. That is going in my computer fund. I bought you coffee. So, oh, did you? Yeah, tell me in the chat if you're buying coffee. I've got it open and I haven't checked. This site, I never know where to be on it. Hang on. Dashboard. Thank you so much, Sandra, for the $5 Australian. You treasure. That will also go towards the new PC because don't think I'll have it for Halloween, but I'm definitely need it before Christmas. Actually, I could do with it before mine and Phil's live, so I should manage it for them. If someone asks you what you're in for, tell them you've fallen on top of a billiard ball and that it's now stuck in the bum. Yeah, that'll get you seen. Actually, in our doctors, that would be like, we need to go to emergency. Lizzie from Wayne. Thank you, sweetie. I'm going to try those carrot hot dogs too. I think I can make them good. The texture will be up with flavours there. It's a win. I think Crow's been eating vegan hot dogs and he's actually not hated them. Let's put it that way. Crow needs the no meat recipe. Yeah. I think it's red meat mainly, but he is trying vegan stuff, which I never thought I'd say. Words I thought I'd never hear. I know what you mean about reassessment, Sarah. My youngest daughter has Down syndrome and the paperwork every few years is a nightmare. Oh God, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. I don't get it on permanent conditions. I mean, Sam, how long Sam had his? About 2 years ago, they finally gave him, because he'd been living at home, and they finally gave him a It's actually a gorgeous bungalow. It's on this sort of little cul-de-sac of about 10, 15 bungalows. It's amazing. God, I could live one of those. And it's all geared up for um, people with disabilities. And then they've got a building at the bottom where they've got like a laundry and place they can sort of have meetings and stuff. I mean, he was 27, 28 before they managed to get him that. But yeah, and things like the blue badge for the car, I think it's every 2 years you have to reapply for that. And it's like, why? Oh, and his disability allowance. It's like, why? So yeah, and Down syndrome is another one. It's like it's insane. It's I know what sort of my mum and dad and grandparents would say. It's keep the people in a job. You just go through the bloody paperwork. Make it get reassessed. But yeah, they don't. Like I say, I mean, with conditions that don't get better, that people are born with. Yeah, Sam was born with cerebral palsy. You're born with Down syndrome. You're born with it. That's the way you are. Shouldn't need to prove it every year or 2 years. I can't. No, me, me either. The other thing that worries me, if they ever try and make me follow a certain diet, like carbs, don't take my mashed potato away from me. My mashed potato and my pasta and my rice and everything. Just don't even go down that route. Stay back. Just make tofu dogs. No. That being said, I did, when I was living in London, I had a friend who, she was always vegetarian, but that's simply because she didn't like meat, but she eventually turned vegan. I actually remember going to a place when she said, I'll cook dinner, and I actually went for a McDonald's before I went, because I thought, it's not going to be any good. Just in case it wasn't filling, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful food. I don't mind vegetarian or even vegan if it's tasty, as long as it's tasty. And I do like my vegetables. Yeah. I mean, she put a lot of time and effort. I mean, we're talking about the early 90s here as well, so she put a lot of time and effort getting the right stuff. She went to the local farm. She only ate fruit and veg that were in season. There was also a really good Indian restaurant off Oxford Street that was vegan, and that was delicious as well. So yeah, if people know what they're doing, just getting the flavour in them. No, they don't in the UK. Gotta keep being assessed. Ooh, pepperoni. I bumped into my uncle in hospital once. I asked why he was there. He said his wife having an up because her he's fallen out. What? I mean, UK fat. Yeah, I was thinking, and we're not talking prolapse here. We're talking. Oh. That happens to me all the time. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Here I got my handicap placard put so it's renewable without a doctor's note. I mean, really, if you've got a good doctor, I don't know about long-term conditions like that, but I know if you've got a good doctor. I know when I signed off from work in 2012 because I fell really ill. And my doctor, while I was getting work sorted out to leave, my doctor did actually say, I can only give you so much time off for sickness, but when that month is up, just ring up and I'll just automatically generate another one. If you've got the right doctor, you can get doctors that will support you doing that. but they're rare and they're treasures. aka a prolapse. I didn't need to know the details. Oh dear. My sons and daughter have to be reassessed every 5 years to prove they are still ASD, ADHD with their disability allowance, which helps fund their medical needs and the things they need. Yeah, and that's stressful because each time you apply, even though, I mean, I still haven't done it, but I'm applying for disability for the COPD because it is a what do you call it, a qualifying condition. It didn't even occur to me because I've never applied for anything like that. But it was the doctors that said, you could qualify for it. And even me, even though I know I qualify, I'm still thinking, probably it'll be a miracle if it happens. And when you've already had it and they're suddenly throwing forms at you to say, oh, you've got to apply again, it's like, there's always that worry. There must always be that worry. I know there always is with my nephew. What if one time they turn around and say no? My mum used to say what's the point where she struggles to even physically fill out the paperwork, and it has a lot to do with it. It's frustrating when she has permanent damage, and it won't be better, unfortunately. I don't know where you are with Miss Mayhem, but we have when Dad was alive, when he had his stroke, we applied for attendance allowance for him, and I'd applied for attendance allowance for him in the past and got rejected. But actually, we have a really good section of our doctors. They're better than the doctors, to be honest. I can't remember what they call the group, but it's to do with the social needs of the patients. And they're actually going to do the same thing for me if I want to with my PIP and mum's attendance allowance. They will actually help you fill in the forms. And sometimes it's just knowing what the bloody buzzwords are. With Dad, it was like when I'd first applied, it would say, does he need to help get in and out of bed? Well, no, he didn't. But I always thought of that as a human. If he needed a walking stick or a frame to get in and out of bed, that counted as help. He had a seat in the shower when he showered. That counts as help. It's just little tricks like that they are really helpful with. So if there's somewhere that can actually help you fill those forms in, it makes a massive difference. I make a yummy mashed potato with bacon and garlic. Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm having bacon and pepperoni pasta later in a 3 cheese sauce. Nice. I'd hate to bump into my offspring and ex-wife. My kids rebelled against me in a really bad way, and my ex turned back on me. Less said, the better. Life sucks sometimes. It's awful when you hear good people having bad things happen to them. I'm just on a wave, Debbie. Make enough for 2. I do protein, carbs, and healthy fats. Mediterranean diet is the best. I do it meat. It's kind of necessary for our protein. Yeah, the protein side is always good, and I like Mediterranean as well. So, hence the Spanish chicken tonight. You can have it tasty. Have all sorts of goodness in there. My insurance insists on every 2 years-ish. My Canada pension is actually not being a pain in the buttocks. That's good. That's good. Caroline was celebrated 14 years of cancer-free for a couple of days ago. So, that's awesome, Limus Mayhem. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, that's always good to hear. You can kick cancer's ass. It is possible sometimes. Horrible, horrible disease. Trying to think. My mum had it. 6 or 7 years ago. Still going. Beef stroganoff. Yummy. Swedish meatballs. Trip to IKEA. Never liked beef stroganoff. I don't mind it, but not one of my favourites. But a good one. Yeah. Thinking I have to get reviewed 2 yearly. What? No. $900? Oh, that's appalling. I mean, I don't know how it works in Australia, but we piss and moan about the National Health Service here. But it's kind of free. It's not totally free, but it's kind of free. Although, after my experience with the hospital and taking 3 months for diagnosis and meds for the COPD, I can't qualify for the COPD, but I am contemplating getting a little private plan. I have looked into it. So if I actually come down with anything else, I'm not going through all that again. I'm not at all a fan of beef. Even beef. Oh no, I love me beef. Love me beef. So if they refuse, you can always appeal. You'll win. They want. Yeah. I think what I might do, because it's been sort of hit and miss trying to get in. The problem with the PIP, once you get the forms, I think you've got 2 or 3 weeks to get them in, and then getting the appointment as well at the doctor's is awful to have it in time. But because she's not based there. But I think what I'll do is I'll apply for it, and if I don't succeed, I'll then bring in the heavy guys and the doctors. Oh no, I like mushrooms. What's wrong with people not liking mushrooms? Yummy. I put mushrooms in everything. Just about. Here we go. I went to the doctor about my bad back and asked for a second opinion. He said you're ugly as well. It's the NHS for you. The Miss Mayhem's in the US. Don't encourage him, son. Don't encourage him. Seems all about countries of disabled people. Yeah, I think the only thing I would say here is you've just got to know where to look as help is available. It's like they're also helping me with Mum, getting attendance allowance for her, because because I'm ill now, I'm struggling to look after it properly. So I do know that there's help available. I had to take my insurance claim through a lawyer. 70% of the settlement claim was better than 100% of nothing. Exactly. Sandra, do you have a big enough suitcase I can fit in, please? No, Wayne, but I can customize one for you. Excuse me, Miss Peachy, your luggage is telling bad jokes. What's that about? I've been on ADHD meds 25 years. Always tired after take them, buzzkill. There's 1 or 2 meds I probably should be on, but that's what puts me off, to be honest. Because I don't handle any sort of medicine well. Because people keep saying, oh, you need to be on anxiety meds, and I just know that they, yeah, absolutely. And kudos to SEG for raising $1,700 for research into cancer a couple of weeks ago. Every little helps, right? My dad beat bowel cancer 5 years ago. He has a colostomy bag, but small price to pay for being cancer free. Yeah, my mum was lucky actually. She, I didn't know you could actually have the operation, because you apparently have there's two parts of the bowel. There's a big part and a small part. They only had to remove the small part for her, so she didn't have to have the colostomy bag, which I didn't even know that was possible. But yeah, I've known people with the bags that have, you know, gone on to be fine. Back, head in freezer, told you. Head in freezer, Your Honour. Been talking schmack about you. Beef is fine, so it's beef. Oh, beef. Mushrooms are necessary. I actually can't stand it if I run out of mushrooms. It's one of the staples I always have in the fridge is mushrooms. Always. So there's a lot of meals I won't cook if I run out of mushrooms. It's not the same. A4 is basically what a standard magazine would be that you'd buy in the shop. It's basically what you'd put through a printer if you were printing off a document. It's if you want the measurement, it's 21 centimeters by 29.7 centimeters. But it's basically magazine size. Whereas the A5 is like a little booklet, so it's almost book size but a bit wider. I mean, I used to do the fanzines A5, and people used to like it because it was something they could carry around, but I don't think that's really necessary for these. And I can be more creative with the layout. I'll have to rejig some stuff, but it's all there. I'm just thinking, I just was looking at it thinking this needs to be A4, but I thought I'd give people the option. If you pass DLA, Sarah, you'll pass PIP. It's PIP that I'm applying for. I haven't got DLA, but I'd considered it because I only knew about PIP because one of my besties started losing her eyesight a couple of years ago, and she got PIP for that. Didn't occur to me, but when I finally went to the doctors and said, look, I haven't had a diagnosis yet. She said, oh, it's COPD. It was her that said you can apply for PIP with COPD. So, and mobility is the biggest factor with me because I can't really walk. I spent 3 hours in the walking centre yesterday, still waiting for my prescription. Ugh. You can walk-in centre and have because that's one of the advantages of a city. Because my other bestie lives in Sunderland, and she often uses the walk-in centre instead of trying to get a doctor's appointment. If you've got, especially if you've got universities, a student city will have walk-in centres. They should have a bloody pharmacy on site, shouldn't they? I'm allergic to mushrooms. Oh, then that's a reason not to have them. John Boy, your lawyer on Children of Crow. No head in freezer, please. You're my lawyer on Children of Crow. No head in freezer, please. Puerto Rican's mine. I'm sorted. I'm getting good food. I've just seen some massive mushrooms in the creme. I did a show. Oh, awesome. John Boy did say you were bossy. I remember that. You have a witness. Yep, Sky passed inspection. The house is clean. Did I? Oh, yeah, I knew this was coming. Oh, I don't remember Sunday night. I'd be at the pub. Don't listen to him. The evidence is there on his channel. I heard him. Yes, when you demoted, he demoted me, guys. He demoted me. He put Spange in charge. Good luck, Spange. She's all yours. Me telling bad jokes. You must be mistaken, Sarah. I'm thinking of another Wayne Dawson, am I? brain freeze for John Boy. Demoted what? Sarah what? He called me boss. I moderate for John Boy, and he called me boss, and he demoted me and promoted Sponge. So, you know, dangerous position to be boss on John Boy's channel. Not afraid of firing people. Like bloody The Apprentice. You're fired! Oh no, did I? Bloody see, he's denying all knowledge. Mm-hmm. Going super low, crack on back in, just want to have a lovely day. You too, Linus Mayhem, thank you for being here, sweetie. I really appreciate that. Sarah's still boss. Patches on a YTS, you are so going to pay for that. You think she's bossy now after that? A4 is just a bit small, yeah. It would be whatever you put in the printer if you're printing something off. If you're printing off an essay or a document or, you know, a resume or something. I think you're slightly wider than A4. Yes, youth training scheme, Caroline. Wayne, you tell the best joke. Sandra, I'm close to planking you for encouraging him. With mobility, it's 506. Yeah, I am. What I also want to look in with PIP, I don't know if I'd qualify, but what you can get with PIP, which would really help, not just me, but helping with Mum, is you can get cars through PIP. So if they do say yes, I might tackle that one. Because I so need a car again. And it's going to take me forever to save up for one because I have to pay cash for it. Sponge, aren't you a bit old for YTS? Oh no, Caroline, you ruined it. Yeah, just by a few months, Caroline. Bummer. I am lucky my doctor does walk-ins several days a week, then appointments other days. The other doctors in the office do walk-ins too. Even he's not on, I can see someone at that office. We do have a what we call in the UK a cottage hospital here, which is basically just one ward and it's barely open. But it's next to the doctor's surgery. The system I do like here is you can't actually book appointments in advance. You have to book the same day. So it's basically a case of ringing first thing in the morning. You kind of have to ring as soon as the line's open. Or we have an online thing where you just put your symptoms down. And when I was struggling with the breathing in December, I actually, both times, to go to the local hospital here and then to get taken into the hospital near Newcastle for 3 days was, we have a phone-in thing called 111 here, and they will assess you. And if you need an ambulance, they'll sort one out for you. You don't even have to go to the doctors, even if it's the weekend. John Boy and Sponge need dunking. I can't argue with Alexis. I'm sorry. Let me find it. It's been requested. Sponge. I'm just sad I can't ban people I've blocked. Actually, I can't remember if you're a mod. Can you not see people you've blocked? I've not blocked anybody's. Anne, hello! Hugs to all! Awesome! A sponge will soak up all the ocean's water. No, we can't have that. Yes, you'll get full money. Yeah, I have a. I mean, it was a much more extreme condition than mine. A friend had the lower part of his leg amputated, and that was the option they gave him was money or a car. And although I could do with the money, I think I need the car more. But obviously, it was a no-brainer for him. Plus, he's still working. He's got money coming in, so he just said, "I'll have the car, please." So yeah, you can. It is possible to get a car through PIP, so I've got to get the PIP first. Double planking? No, I'm innocent. Just got a bad memory. No fair. John got dumped. No, he's earned it, Catherine. Hello, sweetness. I can't spell. He well earned it. He got on. What live was it? What day is it? Must have been Saturday's live. He got both it was after Ravens live, wasn't it? He got both a drop bear and a planking at the same time. He'd been so naughty to people. I don't know actually what Sponge did. Why did I plank Sponge? I think it's because Caroline told me to. I do everything Caroline tells me to. I have my life jacket on Caroline, so I'm ready for a planking if needed. Sponge wants the towel. No, you can't see the view from what I haven't got anybody blocked, so Sandra, were you a Girl Scout? Free tax and insurance. That's free insurance. Oh, that helps. I knew the tax was less. Or free, but Catherine was drunked, not dumped. Wait, what do you need to get a new car? Money. Yeah, I've got no credit, so all I really want, I just want a little run around, just to go around town and into the local area. I won't be doing any long journeys anymore. I wouldn't have the nerve, actually. So I'm aiming for. I need to get the computer first, but yeah, I'm aiming for next year. Get myself a little run around, and also help with them. I'll get there. I'm getting the business up and running. Oh, thank you for that Sponge. That is much appreciated. Because I'm going to phone up for the forms tomorrow. How is Sarah? Just while I'm still here. Not in love with white chocolate. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Not me. Oh, I fancy some pineapple. SpongeBob SquarePants. We have a winner. We have a winner. Oh, bless. she just wanted a piece. She just wanted a plank. Gaspel just wanted a plank. Oh, I've been in Sarah's life for a bit. Miss me planking. White chocolate. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. How's my poll doing? Hang on. I think this is a fairly definite 25 votes, definite A4. Yeah, I'll reformat it, get that out next few days. I think I'm happier with it, especially as if people want to print it, download it and print. It's easier than trying to put together an A5 magazine, and also when it's for sale on Amazon, it'll look better. proper magazine, not a fanzine. Cold pizza. Okay. Plank button still handy. Congealed cheese. Cold junk congealed cheese is never good. What do you need to do for entering a cookie keen to know? Sign a wafer. Cookies. I haven't got any cookies. I want cookies now. I would open a can of pineapple too, but my mum has watermelon cups. Actually, I don't think I've got any pineapple at the minute, because last time I made sweet and sour, I realised I'd forgotten to get some. Ooh, I got planked! This isn't the punishment it's supposed to be. Woo! The small magazines remind me of pocket comic books. Yeah, I mean, when we did the fanzines, they were usually A5, and people like to carry them around, you know. But I think I'm gonna listen to everybody and do the A4, because that's the way I was leaning. I need to find a new reader, but people can read it online. Oh my god, congealed cheese. Have I planked Debbie yet today? Congrats. I'll tell you what, this'll sort you out. Punishment for all. Where is he? There he is.
Don't stop believing.
Have some seg pipes. I used to get Sponge mixed up with another person called Splange. Splange. We are strange people. We enjoy our planking. I'm having southern fried chicken with... I love southern fried chicken. Actually, Morrison's do a good hot and spicy one. Yummy congealed blood, good in the morning. Sandra wants a drop bear, I think. Sandra wants a drop bear. Okay, we can't make it stop. Yeah, you see, that's the real punishment. Listen to Seg sing. I go by many names. Second best. What's the first best Seg clip? I'm going to say it again. If you didn't see the premiere last night, please show him some love and go and watch it. It was so funny. It was a really good investigation. I'm going to do a video on it next week. Give it time to filter through. And I'm probably going to include APRF and Adelaide as well. Looking at how, you know, investigations can be good to watch, even if nothing happens. And all right, it was a big investigation because, you know, they were at Harriman Hospital. It was Seg, it was Joe and Dawn, it was Jason Halls, but it was also just really good. Me next, I want to plank. Hang on. It's for Mariah. That's the first time I planked Mariah. Got my floaties and life jacket on. Barbie girl, the best. Hang on.
Come on, Bobby, let's get party.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Come on, Bobby, let's get party.
In a Barbie world.
Come on, Bobby, let's get party.
Life is plastic. It's fantastic. You can come home.
Come on, Bobby, let's get party.
I just need to be there. Life is plastic. It's fantastic.
I'm too sexy for I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go down this road.
I'm not going to go down this road. Road. I love that. Need to. It was no spoilers, but it was funny as well. It was funny. I know an LM creator. There we go. And moving difficulties, they prescribed a physical therapy and a gun, mainly a treadmill. Oh, that's Crow's territory. They're great. Sarah, yes, I've been saying that. You can be honest. Nothing can happen. You can still make it entertaining to a larger audience. It's about presentation. I am going to do a video. I want to get the magazine out, and then I'm going to do a video. I'm going to look at that one. I'm also going to look at Adelaide. In terms of collabing, how well they get on with. I mean, Alison and Cag have said how well they get on with Paranormal Quest, how well they get on with SEG, whatever they all say. And also APRF bringing in new techniques. There's so many people, and I'm as guilty as myself, that don't want to watch investigations. And it's funny because I was modding last night, so I watched it again this morning, and I'm sort of looking at it, thinking, this is, even without the collaborations, this is a really good example of an investigation video. Doesn't have to be boring. It's still taking the investigation seriously, but they're not resorting to anything. They're not, there's no jump scares or anything like that. It's just, it was one of the best I have seen in a long, long time. Hopefully, Segs will not all wait to hear this. Crow loves Barbie. Road. I know, it's the way Crow says road. Not go down this road. I am the brain sponge of the school. Woohoo! Just let me check my feed. Can't see anything. Oh no, I can now. Yeah, Raya's going live 5 o'clock, so just over an hour, guys. Towards the end of the stream, I'll remind everybody. The guys with the abandoned farm, yes, they're awesome. I know it's difficult for real investigators, and I can't say anything because I don't do real investigations. I get a bit. I'm going to be honest, I get a bit upset because I'm not an investigator and I'm not a debunker. When I can finally go out doing some filming, I'm going to go out. So many locations around here I can go to, but I'll be going out looking at the history and the stories around the locations. I'm not going to pretend to be able to investigate, but it doesn't mean still means I have something to say. What's wrong with Sarah? She caught up on chat and everything. I know. This isn't Sarah. This is an AI voice pretending to be Sarah. I think I'll finish work in 10 minutes. Had enough for today. I can't win, guys. Come on. If I'm behind on the chat, you tell me. If I'm ahead of the chat, you tell me. Bottom of the chat. Go me. I'm being bullied. But yes, like I say, please show that video some love, because he deserves it. That's because she's planked a bunch of people. Raven! Oh, voice went then. Blanky, hello from Raven. You're behind in the chat. By one. By one. No drop bear yet. No. Sure, we'll find somebody to drop bear before the end of the live. Sorry I missed you, lost it. Don't worry about it, sweetie. Honestly. I don't moan at people for that. Unless it's to take the piss. Where have you been? You don't call, you don't write. Banana Hammock Peachy needs to go swing in a hammock and get some sleep. Oh, you get some rest. You get some rest, Sandra. Sandra, I will go through those pictures and see if we've missed anybody. But you get some rest. And thank you for being here, darling. Love you loads. Hi, my guide Raven. I think Raven might have resigned. After Sunday. She had better luck teaching Crow than you. Croak said error to the Raven. I know, my voice is who deserves a drop bear? I don't know. I know, Sarah. Sandra Restwell, all my best to you and the mister. Yeah. That's going to take some time, I think. I was laughing so much at Raven and John Boy's like, Raven is so funny. If you haven't seen the... my laptop won't take me bringing it up, but Raven's got a thing on her channel where she's clipped parts of the live where she was teaching Crow. It's so funny. It's brilliant the way she's put it together. If you want to see the full live, I think it's on Crow's other channel. Raven has that. She does, but she tells him. Duck my head in the sand for Sarah for missing everyone's lives. Do you know what? In all honesty, because I've been a bit bad the last few days. I have lurked a little bit. It's like I lurked a little bit in Jeff's live last night, but I'm not hitting as many lives as I should. She was getting pissed off. She was getting pissed off. Ray was like, I was raging so bad. It's one of the reasons that the time before, it's one of the reasons why Chumboy got planked and drop bed at the last live at the same time. Has anyone noticed that movie Paranormal Activity? It's a long time since I've seen Paranormal Activity, to be honest. The only thing you have to be careful of with that is what's the word? An enthusiastic prop department. And I quote, go right. No, not that right. Yeah. Left and right was a problem for John Boy on Sunday. I've actually got a skull behind me. It's a decorative one. But sexy Raven ragging. No, yeah. Not noticed that. Wonder if it was one of those things that sometimes randomly plays in movies. I was in the art department for a short film with Andy Serkis, Gollum. It was before Lord of the Rings. And I was working with the art department. I think I've told the story before, so apologies if you've heard it. I was working with the art department, and the art director, one of the it was this guy who couldn't sleep, hence called insomnia. And his neighbour opens the door for him, and his neighbour was sort of hippie, druggy, and he wanted, when she opened the door, for it to actually show that part of her personality. So he says, "Can you just paint something on that wall to show that she's a bit spacey?" And so it was the chippy that did it. It was the carpenter that did it, and he drew a demon on the wall. And I used to use that clip with my students and say, "Can you tell me why there's a demon on that wall? Can you relate it to the rest of the film and say why that particular person's got a demon on the wall?" And they used to come up with all sorts of ideas, so her inner demons, that's why she's on drugs, blah 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 blah, and it's the whole mentality of the whole film, and so they used to sit there going, I'm all right. And I says, "Do you want to know why there's a demon on the wall?" There's a demon on the wall because the chippy was asked to do the painting. It's the only thing he could paint. Only thing he knew how to draw was demons. So you can get randomness in movies with the art department, just putting stuff there. Doesn't mean there isn't a reason for it. It doesn't mean you can't get a reason out of it. There could very well be a reason for it, because I can't actually remember it, but yeah. Sponge went right, you sure didn't go left. Get a cat score then, a fake one. If you did go right, how can that be wrong? Don't give John Boy comebacks. You'll use them. My third watcher just noticed it. Yeah. I always used to say to students, you can't watch a film once if you're analysing. You watch it once to get your head around the story, and then you watch it again at least one more time, preferably several, to notice all those extra bits that you don't notice the first time. Typing sucks today. My typing always sucks. He went left. Sponge is adamant. He went left. I have a skull with a black cat sleeping on it. It sits on the top of my computer. Oh, awesome. You can actually, when I'm actually on camera, you can see the skull I've got behind me. I'm crowing the chat. Might put my heating on. I'm actually warm and I've got the fan on. I haven't got the heater on. Mind you, it's that time of the afternoon where the sun blazes through the window. I won't mind doing a little vlog tonight. I wonder if I can be bothered just to walk down to the river after the stream. Sometimes but yeah. Yeah, it's just a good example of not everything's totally planned out. They just want a general style for somebody. It doesn't mean, though, there's a concept. I'm going to bore everybody now, but there's a concept. Shane James isn't in, called Death of the Author. I.e., once you've written a book, or you've made a movie, or you've made a TV show, once it's out there, you have no control over how people interpret it. And I always used to sort of say to my students, I used it as an example because I say to the students, if you can justify why you think something, that's fine. They got way too hung up on, what did they mean by that? No, it's what you get from it that's important. I'm intrigued actually, Mariah. I'm gonna have a look myself. I'm gonna watch it again. Is it the first one? Copy strike. I know. Oh, he sat there on. This is John Boy again. He sat there on Sunday night saying, "Oh, put some music on," and we are screaming at him to turn the music off. Copyright strike. Copyright strike. I'm surprised he didn't get bloody stream taken down. Pouring rain in Kent. Right, sunshine here. We seem to be getting alternate days. One day rain and the next day sunshine. Oh, it was nice yesterday because I went into town yesterday. Sarah turning fans on us. I've got to actually work out my plugs because I am so used to the fan being on for the white noise. Even when the heating's on, the fan's on, because I'm just used to the noise. Recently saw Jaws at the cinema, seen it more times than any other movie, and always noticed something new in it. Yeah. Always. It's because you don't have to concentrate on certain things when you've seen something multiple times. So you notice the little extras. Ruby Dog is scared of the sound of rain, and then since the last storm, winter will. Oh no! It will if we're going to get heavy rains. Love Jaws. I forgot you did that, yeah. Oh, he's deleted them. Was it Monday night? Did you go live last night? Oh, you did, didn't you? Yeah. Did you? Sixth movie. Ghost Dimension, right. I don't think I've seen that one. He needs to use music that won't give him a copyright strike. Good luck. Probably heavy shit he put on. Yeah, he was singing every last word. I'm surprised that stream stayed up. Cynthia, hello. Hot coffee, a Dove Grey cover of clouds, soft rain, cool, gentle, it sounds lovely. Sarah on the big TV, on the covered porch. I say it's fine, beautiful morning here in Missouri. Oh, sounds awesome. It's because of you, Deb. You're so hot, it keeps it warm here. We're there. I'll finish eating. I'll sit here for an hour and a half, and I need to go to the gym. Apparently, the stomach doesn't want you to move too much while it's processing food. Oh no! If it means your tummy's busy. I think I've cracked that part of the algorithm code. I haven't. She's more nervous since we lost Loki. Oh. I want to call it. If I get a cat, I want to call my cat Loki. If I got a dog, I was going to call it Boba. I don't know if I can get a dog now, though. I might have to get two cats. Call one Boba and one Loki. That's enough work today. The sun is out. Yeah, absolutely. Can't possibly work when the sun's shining. That's why I can't go to the gym. My tummy is always processing food. Mine too. I'm going to talk about it, Sarah, but it's something we can't really control. I'm going to go to bed before I start getting Delulululu land. Good night, everyone. Good night, Pinky. Thank you for staying up for me, sweetie. Always appreciate you, darling. Get some pickies off Pinky as well. The yearbook. Oh, I hope it's saying good night to Pinky. So what time am I on? Oh, it's 4 o'clock, so losing track of time. Not that I actually do any real work, me either, sorry. Me either. I'm trying to get the business boosted again. Good morning, beautiful lady. 3 a.m. here. 3 a.m. I keep forgetting you're another 2 hours on, aren't you? Get some rest, darling. Make a note, actually. I'm going to do a share out of channels in the next live. Make sure Pinky's on there. I said I'd do that before. Share channels. I haven't done that for a while. You know, a proper one. I woke up in the middle of the afternoon today. I'll be moon hanging to death. That happened to me last week. It was one day last week. Oh, actually, I think I'd been up early because I think Crow was live. I went back to bed after his live and woke up about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Where's my day gone? 4 p.m. here, yeah. 9 a.m. for Mariah. Midday for Catherine. Really? It's only 4 hours. Alexis is an hour ahead. 1 o'clock in the morning for Caroline. Sounds like an old film with the fan in the back. Oh, I'm sorry. Time is whatever I set my clock at. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm at home all day, so it doesn't really. And with the art business, it doesn't really matter what time it is. It's all online. I'm just gonna cough. Hang on. 12:05. Didn't realise there was a 4-hour difference. Feral Goth Gal was just lurking while I do guinea pig meds. Oh, she's got a new bed. Nada, she's so pleased. Oh. Times are changing, one thing never changed. No, go Sweener. Go Sweener. Looking for a planking. I don't know. There aren't many things I dislike more than white chocolate. Cold pizza would be one of them. Any type of waffle is the worst for me out of everything. Hang on. Oh, throats. I'm going to have to make yourself a drink, guys. I'm just going to... You can all bully me with white chocolate while I just boil the kettle.
I'm a troll.
Oh dear, roll.
I'm a troll.
Bless my soul.
I'm going to win.
Oh no.
I'm going to cry
Boo-hoo.
until the day
I die.
sounds true. How dare you speak of my boo, even though what you say is true. They may be off the mark.
Don't care.
I won't even hear you start.
Don't care.
I'm a troll.
Oh dear, roll.
I'm unhappy.
Oh no.
And I think what you said is crappy. It doesn't matter what you say is right.
Don't care.
Trolls of the world unite.
We're there.
We will blindly defend our star.
Bring us on.
Toxic is what you are.
All wrong.
Real paranormal ain't groovy.
Boo.
It needs to look like a movie.
True.
We need jump scares all way through, or it isn't worth the view. We'll whine for winding's sake.
Boo-hoo.
We don't care if the ghosts are fake.
So true.
Your paranormal sucks.
It sucks.
Without subs and big bucks.
I'm a troll.
Oh dear, roll.
I'm unhappy.
Oh no.
And I think what you said is crappy. It doesn't matter what you say is right.
Don't care.
Trolls of the world unite.
We're there.
We will blindly defend our star.
Bring us on.
Toxic is what you are.
All wrong.
I'm a troll.
Oh dear, roll.
Right, I have coffee in the new can of Coke, so hopefully I'll be okay. What will never? Oh no, English mustard is disgusting. No, that's up there with awful. You said it would like cold. No, I didn't. I did no. I said I would like cold pizza if it was dessert pizza. I said that I would eat mayo on a hot dog if there was bacon on it. Still rather have ketchup and onions. But I could coat with mayo on a hot dog if there was bacon bits on top of it as well. That was the awesome thing you said there. 4:07, but feels like 7:07's been up since 4 a.m. for work. Have you got a violin clip to play? I think I have. Maybe I should have something like that. I'm a troll. No, you're not, Alexis. You're a star. That one's actually almost up to 1,000 views because that's out as a short. Stuffing my face. Oh, there must be a Y in the day. John Boy's eating. Love mustard. You would not. I would challenge you to like English mustard. It's vile. Vile. Mustard, yes. I do like other mustards, but not English mustard. I just ate tuna sashimi for breakfast. I do what I want you tell him. Why eat a troll when you can just eat an eclair? Oh, this is because Mike's got his own chef. Oh, I want an eclair now. Pour some mustard on top of chocolate ice cream and pretend that it's... No! I'll pass, thank you very much. Canadian pizza has... What is that? Is it bacon? No! English mustard is good on nothing. The other thing I don't like, by the way, because John Boy put a picture of a roast dinner up the other day. I like, just take that horseradish off. Don't want any of your nasty horseradish either. What do trolls taste like? Bitterness. They're bitter. Very bitter. John Boy's food, oh no. Pretty annoying. Nearly all gone, Spanish. Sounds good. If you tried it, you're trolling. Heading out to the shop. Enjoy your Twixers, Andy. Let us know how it goes. Trolls taste like chicken. Sounds like somebody has experience. I had Swedish meatballs, cockcannon, and cabbage yesterday. Ooh. I haven't had Swedish meatballs in forever. That's what Justin said in the last live. I haven't seen rewatched his live yet. Oopsie. That's because oh yes, Jumbo was live, because that's why I didn't see Justin's live. I had to hop over to Segs at 9, but Wiener eats trolls for lunch every day, that's why he knows. Now we know. Eclairs are just hot dogs in training. I want an eclair now. Stop it. Made me windy though. Now you're speaking my language. I want an eclair. I'm doing Swedish meatballs tonight, egg noodles. Well, my Spanish casseroles in the crock pot. So I think I might do a little vlog out after this. Then see what the eclairs are nicer than hot dogs. I like both. Hot dogs with either chili on or fried onions and ketchup. Lingonberry jam with Swedish meatballs, mash and gravy. What's lingonberry? But hell yeah to the mash. Choc pot, yeah. Can I have a choc pot? I want a choc pot now. Do they sell them? Someone wants a choc pot. Klingon berry. I like both, but not necessarily mayo on both. Don't like mayo on either. I misread what you wrote as lasagna. You're speaking my lasagna. I haven't made a lasagna in a long time, actually. Maybe that's something I can... Because that'd last a couple of days. If I make one on Friday, I might make it Saturday. And then that just needs to go in the oven after the live. Lingonberries, and I don't know what lingonberries are. You're making stuff up. Hang on. I'm going to have to check this. Lingon. Oh, apparently it's a real thing. I don't think I've ever had them. They look a bit like I've never had that. Looks a bit like cranberries. Never even heard of them. May have to try that. Simply on principle. Swedish mustard to try. Oh, garlic bread. Swedish and go with Swedish meatballs. I haven't heard of some. Yeah, I've just looked them up. They look lovely. It's like unsweetened bitter red blueberry. Oh, I had to use them with savoury. I don't mind lingonberries, but I hate dangleberries. Thanks for sharing, Wes. We always appreciate you. I heard of lingonberries from Archer. I grew lingonberries and gooseberries in my old garden. But you don't see gooseberries around very often. Gooseberries are actually lovely if you cook them right. They're very bitter, but if you know what you're doing with them. Thanks for typing your bodily functions, John Boy. He was asking if ballistically they were similar to grapes. Okay. Honestly, never heard of them. I may see if I can get a jar just to try them out. At least he's not farting, Sarah. You know, peeing in the sink. Ballistically. Excuse you, John Boy. Yeah, you tell him, Dad. There's been no drop there yet. There's still time. Still time. I'll probably take it another 10 minutes. Take it to the 2.5 hour mark. Dingleberries are a bit crunchy. That was me last night after all my cabbage, Catherine. Actually, I haven't had cabbage for a while. I like Savoy cabbage. Greener the better for me. Love it. And I'm waiting for the good Brussels sprouts that are on the stems. They're the good ones. Dingleberries are on Emmerdale. Yeah, they are. Guys, you're sharing too much. You're sharing too much. Spring green. Oh, spring greens. If you can get good spring greens, oh my god. They're the bee's knees. Totally a bit like tag nuts and whippets. Oh, I've lost control again. Did I ever have it? I have to keep up with John. No. Why is the earth not flat? Because the cat will push everything off the edge. Yeah. Absolutely love cabbage. I put not cabbage. It was a trick I learned from Marco Pierre White, actually. I love Marco Pierre White. I put if you can get really green cabbage, or if you can get really strong Brussels sprouts, they go well in cabbage. They also go in salads. They also go well on stir fry. Just pep it up with a bit of extra bite. Put them in stir fry. Spring green's my favourite for salad, and if I can get it for salad, I also like to have basil leaves. Basil leaves go really well in salad. What? Somebody was ramming his car into someone's house. Sarah wants a bit of Marco. Sarah would not say no to a bit of Marco. I love Marco Pierre White. He's awesome. You can keep your Jamie Olivers. Red cabbage, yep. And red onions. I'm supposed to be researching while enjoying the live. You're all too yeah, got no hope. I always say that. Well, just put the live on and do some work. Wayne, your road is lively. Yeah, it sounds chaotic. Is it too cold outside for the car? Bottom of the chat, there we go. My old schoolmate is the Gordon Ramsay lookalike. I like Gordon Ramsay's. No, Jamie Oliver isn't bad. It's a bit of a pain if you're in the UK because he tells everybody what to eat. But his recipes are really good. I often look at Jamie Oliver's recipes. He's a good one to look at if you want ideas as to what herbs and spices to put in. He loves his herbs. Yeah, Marco Pierre White's my favourite. He's making a really good living since he was on TV. Yeah. Do you know what we haven't had today? And there's not a lot of the live left. So we have a winner. There you go, Catherine. Catherine wins. Catspell wins. Oh, he does that here too. He's really hard in schools. I love my husband. Yeah. He's got, it was alright when he first started, but he's got a bit preachy. You know, it's like, no, come on. I'll tell you who's really good if you want to learn, if you want to do the sort of, you know how some chefs, they'll make these dishes, but you think, I can't afford all those ingredients. You know, come on. I'll tell you who does really good recipe books for that is Anthony. I don't know how well he's known outside the UK, but Anthony Worrell Thompson is really good at doing really fancy recipes, but with simple ingredients. You don't see him around much at the minute, but his books are really good. Frugal Gourmet, no. Catherine's happy she's got a drop there. Barefoot Contessa sounds familiar. Cheese Thief. I'll check that out. Yeah, I'll put his name in there because he may be more purely UK. I think I'm spelling this right. But you know, you'll get it if you put that in the search. And he does, yeah, because I remember the first cookbook I looked at is when I was staying with Bestie and the kids. She probably only had the first two boys at that point, and they were both young. And he has a really good cookbook for kids, but it's like proper food. But yeah, he is really, and he's the sort of chef that when he's on the TV, he will say things like, "Don't go out and buy the really expensive chopped tomatoes because you know it's how you use them, and you know it's just if you're on a budget but you want to eat properly, he's really good for that." Yeah. Still a lot of cheese from the supermarket. Did he? Is that why he's not seen anymore? It's good. Elton Brown. I don't know Elton Brown. Anthony Bourdain. Oh, Anthony Bourdain's a very popular one when I watch him. The only MasterChef I watch actually is the Australian one. And they're big fans of him. It's a shame. Tom Carriage. The only other MasterChef actually I used to watch was the South African one, and I can't remember the guy's name, but the lead chef on that, on the episodes where they just do some cooking themselves, he used to do that as well. He used to do these fancy meals, but he used to say, if you can't afford this or you can't get hold of this, substitute this instead and it'll still work for the meal. They're really good tips when you either can't afford the posh ingredients or you can't get hold of them. Yes, so MasterChef shows is the best. I've watched it less since they've had new presenters, but that's largely time rather than not wanting to watch it. I'll sometimes rewatch the old seasons because you can get them on Prime. And I just love that one. Sarah Tom, what did I say? MasterChef Australia was the best. Yeah, it's not just me. I also like on that one where they've only missed the odd season, but I also like it on that one where they go away for a week. So they've been to places like Italy and New York and different countries. Spirit lives on in the best dishes and great, yeah. Somebody mentioned Elton Brown dives into science and the history behind the food and cooking. I think it was an American show. I do like Gordon Ramsay. I like his mild-mannered and softly spoken approach. A great example of soon would be set. What I like about Gordon Ramsay actually is, and I understand that some people have actually been to his restaurants, he's very much about the experience of eating. I can't bear the thought of going into a really posh restaurant where you're sort of worried about everything. And he's very big on people just relaxing and enjoying the food. I actually love that about him. I like his daughter as well. She was on Strictly. I think she does cooking as well. Kitchen Nightmares. I don't like Gordon Ramsay. I think it's an acquired taste. I mean, he trained with Marco Pierre White, and I know they fell out. I don't know if they're speaking, but I do like his philosophy for food. I like it when he yells at people. Justin, How are you doing, darling? You okay? Guys, I was recommending Sex Premiere earlier. This is how good Sex Premiere was. Justin couldn't be mean about it. He could be mean to Seg. But I want to go to. I don't know. I go back and forth on Heston Blumenthal. It's like very clever guy, but Gordon shouts too much. I don't tend to watch his shows, but it depends whether you like that or not. You talk softly to them. Afternoon goes we know. Gordon Ramsay in A Quiet Taste. I saw what you did there, Sarah. It was accidental, but thank you for the credit. If I called Justin darling, he'd get a restraining order from the court. I know, he's so sensitive. So sensitive. Justin, how'd you get those big guests? There's Justin's channel. I'm Team Rewatch on last night. I'm always Team Rewatch on your Monday Live. For some reason. So I've not watched that yet. It's spoilers. Actually, I don't know if you heard me say it last week. So if you didn't hear me say it, I loved the topic of the live of your Chimp Tea Party last week. That was a really interesting topic. Harassment. Oh. Don't stick up for him. No, Justin. Sponge will start complaining. Justin just strong arms them. I bet he just pretends that he's all lovely and polite and posh. Hello. Would you awfully mind being on my podcast? I'm very proper and well behaved. Okay, writing that down. Harass people till they bend to your will. Okay, I will implement that. Just gotta wear them down. When's the oh crap, the name's gone out of my head. When's the one where we'll talk about Most Haunted? Is that next week? Really? I'm getting confused now with bloody the tit. Most Haunted, yeah. Harassment brings restraining orders. Sponge is speaking from experience here. Thanks, Sarah. It's one of those topics last week which nobody really talks about. It's almost accepted, but it sets a lot of people. Well, I think we've seen that this year, that it's upset a lot of people. So I actually really liked it being discussed generally. I was saying on my live, I think it was on Saturday, that I would love to do a vlog in the church, just a vlog in the church at the top of my road, because the oldest part of it's 1200s. Beautiful church inside. It does have an ancient graveyard behind it, and I'm thinking of sneaking back there and doing one. But it's like, you know, even just doing a vlog, I'm not even looking to do an investigation. So, and I think that this sort of thing needs to be spoken about, because, you know, people are thinking of doing vlogging or investigations. You know, you have to think about these things. You do. I don't hold with the theory that, well, we should be able to investigate anywhere, which I've heard. No, you have to respect. You have to respect the dead, and you know people's beliefs. I think you have to harass them in a way they like. Yeah, some people like it, Mariah. Even if they complain. She was scary. Richard Felix, that's the name I was trying to come up with. Oh, I went blank, I'm sorry. Oh, it's October. I saw you post on it, that's why I was asking. I'm really hoping he does, because that would be amazing. That would be a really good one. Justin, I fell asleep again watching your live this morning. I think it was quite late for Caroline in her defence. I can't wait for that, Justin. Mariah Justin liked it. Yeah, he loves being harassed. He loves it. And every other chat other than his, he harasses other people. So you know. That's fair. Cat spell again. Damn it, hitting me hard today. After his recent health cares, I wonder if he just doesn't care anymore. Could be. It's you know, enough times passed, and if there's no NDA or anything in place, which I presume there isn't. I mean, they're over. They're not. I know they did a tour. Was it this year or last year? They did a tour. But I mean, they're over. They can't come back from that. They're yesterday's news. He must keep showing up. No, it's so fucking early. Oh, Mariah, don't encourage him. That's almost worth a planking. God. Mariah, the check from this in the post from him. Paranormal Monkey. Looking forward to that. Richard Felix knows where all the bodies are buried in a man who's speaking. Yeah. It's and because he's so serious, rightly serious about investigation, discussing the paranormal, it's probably partly him just wanting to tell the truth, you know, rather than, we all know what guilt by association does even after years, so yeah, good on him if he does it. Just as will you guys stop it? The title No Holds Barred, where Richard's words, not mine, after I asked for his permission to talk about Most Haunted. Yeah, good. That'll be a scoop. Because I don't know if he's done it anywhere else, has he? It'd be good for you. That's the sort of thing, Justin. I know I keep saying this to you, and you keep sort of umming and ahhing about it, but that would be the sort of podcast that you could actually release, you know, on other platforms, and it'd do really well. So maybe that's the time to start thinking about doing it. I don't think it matters about the visual. You just have a still image and just have the talking behind it. It's going to be Richard's confessional. A cult needs a planking. Another one. Yeah, don't come into my chat being nice to Justin. That's not how we do things around here. I'm holding a bar. Who's misbehaving now? Mariah, she keeps telling Justin how wonderful he is. Can't have that in my chat. Pastor's behaviour. I'll stay awake for Richard. Yeah, if it's just you, Justin, she's not bothered. But there you go. Caroline saving me live stream. Don't make Justin's head get big. That just won't get big. He mentioned some things in his talk. What is a ghost? That he does at conventions, but I really wanted to go a bit of depth about his time on the show. Yeah. Oh, I don't know that. I would actually like to see that. Because I have an issue with the word ghost. Anyway, because it presupposes what anything that you may have happen. Why haven't you made Justin a mod yet? You give your power to Justin. You can't take that kind of risk. Yeah, just give Justin a wrench and Seg comes into my chat. Bye, Seggy Weggy. Haunting and good. Yes, it's something that it really irritates me that it's leapt straight to ghost. It's leapt straight to talking to somebody who's died. I'm not saying it can't be that, by the way, but I hate that. I hate the word ghost. It's too what's the word? It's too limiting. It's too pointing people in one direction that maybe they need to be looking in other directions as well. It is something that needs to be Justin Tingle. Oh, I love Caroline. Power to Justin. You two behave. Justin would boot everyone. Yeah, be alone. It'd be just me and Justin. Me and the mods. I would let Seg say one word and then I'd block him. Yeah. Raven likes time and art content creator. It's a hobby. Me too, so when people say ghost, then me dead person, but it could be very yeah. It's the one of the problems for me with the paranormal generally is the terminology. Because it locks us into definitions that shouldn't be there. Yeah. We are in agreement on that one, right? You would. I don't want to. I said never. It's the time. He's because of the time difference. I mean, he pops into mine if he's awake. But it's usually the later. It's usually if I do a late night live. Pixie spirits. Yeah, it's for most of Seg's episode apologising for Seg to Justin Horse. I'm trying to get people to go over to that if they haven't seen it. I don't want to give any spoilers, but yeah. Oh dear. The whole series on definitions. Good. Good. I just think we're too locked into it, so I'll have to look at that Richard Felix one. I've just thought, no, I'm all right. I'm a mod in Mariah. She can't kick me out. Justin should be a mod. Power to Justin. No power to Justin. Hang on. Tell you what, will you lot shut up if... Where is he? Fair's fair. Crows are mod. There we go. I'll live to regret that. Work is. I'm not going to be on much longer. Mariah's going to be on in 15 minutes. Justin has such. Actually, he's worth giving. It was worth giving him the wrench for the intro of the wrestling. I think I'm not like Sarah on this. It pisses me off that people means this, especially Theory. We don't know what it is. I've had loads of experiences. I've never once assumed, but thank you for being here, Mike. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much, darling. It's Julianne. How can anybody resist my charms with that walk? Can they, though? What have you done? I dare you to leave Seg alone if he comes in the chat. It just shuts them up. Catherine, I'm officially warning that I'm timing you out if you say, sorry, I've already done it. Justin, I need a famous mod. You've got a famous mod, you've got me. There you go. That way Crow can't time you out if you come in. Crow's a mod. No. They pump. Good that you don't know what you're offering, Caroline. You really don't know. You go ahead. Me and Spange will just sit and drink coffee while you deal with it. Seg won't last 2 minutes in the chat or otherwise. Battle of the mods. I refuse to believe that, Justin. What do you refuse to believe? What do you say? Oh, you wouldn't time Seg out other than to be awkward because you'd want to know he was there for you to be mean to him. It would be helpful for you to have another mod, actually, John Boy. So, just in case, because he does get the odd troll. Although usually when the troll comes in, the main troll comes in, both his and Raven's, everybody just plays with him. Especially Spange and Raven, actually, last time. It gave up in the end. It's a sea of blue in John Boys. It's because he needs it, Spange. I can't make evening lies, John Boy has, yeah. Our Turkish friend came back yesterday. Yeah. I think that's when you two were playing with him. I really thought Seg would beat Jason Hawes with that arm wrestling. He's such a wanker. I thought he'd win with his right arm. I mean, I know Jason's a big guy, but I actually thought Seg would do better than he did. Trying to remember who won between him and Ron. I actually can't remember. I'm sending that to Seg. Screen grab it. Nothing less than he says in Seg's chat. Oh, was it Ron, was it? So in other words, Seg sucks at arm wrestling. Yeah, you pump. That's what you're telling me. Already done. You've been grassed up, Justin. He won't care. Right, what time are we on? Right, it's 10 to 5 here. Can somebody put Mariah's link in the chat for me, please? She's live in 10. I will be lurking, Mariah. I just need to I am going to make myself have a little walk. I'll be on my phone. I'll be doing a quick vlog, but I'll be on my phone. Seg had no chance of early manual labour versus a YouTuber. Yeah. Main exercise, clicking the mouse. Justin is like a honey badger. He doesn't give a shit. Thanks, Debbie. You treasure. Again, though, guys, actually, just let me check my poll. 75% are saying A4. That's on 32 votes. Right. My gut, I think, was telling me the right thing to do is change it to A4. Hang on, back to StreamYard. So please pop over to Mariah's. I'm waiting to see what's happening with live tomorrow night, but I may do a Booyah live tomorrow night later in the evening. Don't forget Sam Haines got a 1 year live tomorrow. I think it's about 8 o'clock. But just keep an eye out for a Booyah live between now and Saturday, and then I'll be my regular Saturday live. We've got to that stage now where if I say something nice about Steak, he gets nervous. I've got a really good meme I use with one of my besties that's sort of a quizzical babies when my face when my bestie says something nice to me. It's like, huh? I get very suspicious when you're so used to being verbally trolled all the time. Right, guys, I'm just gonna booyah the ending. Awkward ending. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It's been a great live. Thank you so much. No, did not. Bye, guys. Toodle.
You are amazing, awesome, you really are a star. Here's some cookie and some pizza for the legend that you are. You cannot have some coffee, Sarah will not share, but she wants you to know she is blessed that you are there. Walla-da-da, 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 oh, wow.